our minds, with all our hearts, from the rising to the setting of the sun, we shall honour the gods. Hail Woden,
Hail Woden,
hail Frigg,
Hail Frigg,
hail Thunor,
Hail Thunor,
hail Ingvar.
Hail Ingvar.
Mighty Mjolnir, Master of Ceremony, we ask that you hallow our sacred space. Thunor we owe, Thunor we owe, Thunor we owe.
Everyone's so happy to share a home. Yeah. Trust me, after about a COVID, I'm gonna ask because it's not nice. It's not when you get it, it's nasty. Isn't it? We all meet in Frith. We've joined in Frith, and to break Frith will make us nothing in the sight of our gods, our ancestors, and indeed our kinsfolk. The Woden.
Woden. Woden.
Hail Woden.
Free folk of Gladshiems Gate, Northern Dawn kindreds. Draw! Anglican!
Winterfylith. Today we stand in the sight of our gods and under the gaze of our ancestors. We have gathered as summer ends and the cold fingers of winter begin to spread across our lands. We call for a hearing with the gods and goddess of our hearth and kindreds. As we ask them to be with us this day, we call Allfoda Woden, Allmoda Frigg, Thunor the Thunderer, and Ingvar of our fertile land. Be with us this day and bear witness to our sacred rite.
Okay, the first thing I've always forgot to do is pass you the flip thing off. Sticks. I think I need to be. I don't have to think of all that. So many. Winterfylith in our calendar is a one-day event. It's not a full month. Tonight's full moon is the winter full moon, and our ancestors certainly, I don't know if we'd say welcome winter, the kind of winters they used to have, they probably looked at it with trepidation, but they knew this was the beginning of it. So again, thank you all for making the effort to come over to Gladshiems, Blackers Pit. That's where we stood. I know it's a journey for some of us, which, to be fair, tonight, before we move on, as my opening address, there's a few things that I'm going to give out, and there's reasons behind why I'm doing this. If there's nothing for you, it's not personal. I know none of you look at it that way. It's just sometimes there's things burn in my mind of a period of time, and I just feel that sometimes it feels the right time to do things. So, nearly 2 years ago, Shannon passed away. When Shannon passed away, she said 9 items that she'd already chosen herself over to England to be part of her funeral rite. Okay. What I've got wrapped in our Wingar flag is probably one of the nicest things I've ever seen, right? And I'm going to give it away today because it's just sat in my cupboard, and that's not what Shannon would have wanted me to do with this. Okay. Over the last few months, there's been a lot of blots. There's been a lot of photographs of blots, there's been videos of blots, right? And most of them have actually come from you. Sure. Yeah. So, in recognition of the work that you've done, mate, we're going to give you this, okay, to use in sacred rites down at the sacred space, okay, as it needs. It's that proper Damascus steel there, the gold. Yeah.
It's well deserved, my darling.
Yeah, well
At the end of the day,
well deserved.
right,
Well deserved.
it is, because it's like I remember a guy who never even used to show his face on social media, who suddenly has gone from photographs to holding full blots, and let's admit, he doesn't falter on them blots, and he's doing more than any of us, including myself, actually out here filming blots. So yeah, please make good use of it for you there. Go. Okay.
Stunning, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Fantastic.
I know that Shannon would have preferred this to it sat in my cupboard, because I'm not going to swap this. Because I had it gifted to me, so why would I?
It's
The next thing
such an honour knowing where it's come from as well.
Yeah, no, she had 3 made, and we received one in England. Never known what to do with it. So now it's got a purpose. We never like children to come without giving them something, so I've had these for absolutely years. I think the first little wheels of holding them for these. And again, they're just hidden behind all the other wheels that Angus keeps making for me. You've made me too many wheels, Angus. So.
No, wait, it's all hurt.
What is it? For you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We say thank you.
They're for you.
Wonderful.
Now, another thing that we don't mention very much at the moment, because it's still in an early planning stage, as many things are, is the enclave of Elride. Right? No one really understands it yet, because we haven't really got our head round it ourselves yet. But it is going to be like not just for women, but like a family thing. Who's going to look after the interests of females at Blots? We've talked about this, and we don't want to do that. Yeah, and kids, and that's what the enclave of Elride will become. Okay, right. At some point, we'll come up with an overall symbol that actually represents that, and when we do, I'd like to tag it on this. This also came from Shannon. Okay, and it's just sat in my house doing absolutely nothing. I'm not going to wear it. Okay, when we come up with something, we'll get Stuart Speller to make it for us.
Yeah.
And it can hang on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
It doesn't
you.
open. I mean, you can even open
I
it
can
and put a
always,
clasp
I
on,
can
or
always rethread it. Right?
she's got one of the little dollies. Right, so again, I think that's way better purpose than anything that I'm going to put it to use to. There is something else as part of the uniform as High Eldride that I've seen that I'm going to get and develop myself before it gets handed on. But we'll probably be more in position by Arise to do that and to look at Hearthguard and the other things that we were talking about. So, I've blabbed on long enough. Let's get on with our actual blot and the reason we're here. Winter is coming, there's no doubt about it. As we gather to hold our sacred rites, it's fair to say we will not suffer the hardships of winter the way our ancestors did. As we move into a winter of discontent in how our country is being governed at present, lest we remember how much harder it could be. Will we have 6-foot snowdrifts? Unlikely. Will we share our homes with as cattle? No, we won't. So, we'll never truly know the hardships that our ancestors suffered. This does not mean we will not suffer our own hardships, but we beseech the gods to see us through them. We must remember our ancestral dead, those who came before who have now returned to the soil on which we stand. For they gave us our ancestral line. We are still part of them, and they are part of us. We'll take a few minutes of reflection today to honour our ancestors, and we'll return to the void. Has everybody got me? Wail as ancestral gods, wail the kindreds of the Northern Dawn, our southern kindred with Hengist and Mike and Stuart. And we do honour and remember our ancestral dead and the line of our people. Hail Woden!
Hail Woden!
The hunt will ride, just something that I wrote for this blot. Blow the horns, bang the drums, build your fires high. Use the noise and light you make to keep the spirits high. As winter moon rises up to full, take the children back inside. When the darkness falls upon this night, Woden's wild hunt will ride. The brave may have a boon to ask, but can they meet the price? Standing at the crossroads, there is no value to your life. Once the melee swarms around, your nerves must be of steel. If the hunters pass you by, you will not believe it's real. So fill the boot with the final sheep, the corn comes from the dole. Leave it out to feed the horse who can travel down to hell. With due regard and deep respect, go lock yourself inside. The winter moon shines down to earth, Woden's wild hunt will ride. The winter gods of the Anglo-Saxons. As our kindred grows, we are constantly learning more about our ancestral roots. It's really not enough anymore just to accept what others say. We need to forge a path forward for ourselves. It's true to say that a lot of books out there and opinions on what's right or wrong, and how others feel things should be done. Well, we'll not become part of that nonsense. We'll discover it for ourselves. It's quite frustrating sometimes when reading articles and books on Anglo-Saxon traditions and rites. A lot of it simply mirrors the Norse way. For example, they will just use the names of the Norse gods, when a little research actually highlights the traditional names and the ancestral names of his gods. When I began researching towards this rite, I found more text pointing me to the Icelandic sagas. Sorry, that is not Anglo-Saxon. So tonight we will be raising a toast to our own god and goddess of winter. Really wetting the baby's head. That's wetting the kids' down. Helwuldor.
Helwuldor.
Helskedu.
Helskedu.
Has anybody wanted to speak? Anybody got anything with them they wish to say?
I just want to say, thanks to my grandfather who died this time last year. I found out about it at the actual blot, if you remember rightly.
Yeah, I remember.
So my grandfather Edward.
Well, Edward.
Hail.
Edward.
Anybody else? Anything you wish to say? Yes, Luke.
Al wastu forthyr y moda. Beothrw groen on goddess beth mi boda gefild firum tunit. With all our minds, with all our hearts, from the rising to the setting of the sun, we shall honour our gods. Hail Warden!
Helwuldor.
Our sacred rite is ended, our hallowed space is open.